It is week 8, and my name is Fasffy. This coverage is brought to you by Alienware, and I'm standing here with Sneaky, who's just taken a win against Optic. I'd like to start off maybe by talking about how you think the last 5 to 10 minutes of the game went and what made it change, because it felt like you guys were fairly confident at a point, but then it kind of got a little bit slow again.
Um, I think we just kind of didn't take deep control, even though we were really ahead. Mainly just because the fights weren't as one-sided as they felt like they should have been. Because I don't know how much gold we were up, but it felt like we were up at least 8K. So we should theoretically be winning fights, but we weren't stomping them. So we were kind of hesitant to just walk in and take everything. So with that, we were like, okay, let's hit Baron and maybe they'll walk in. And then they just kept blue orbing and throwing Ez ults, and they never really face checked. So the way we got our fight was really awkward when it should have been the other way. It's like it should have been really awkward for them, and we get like the insta game-winning fight, but it just took forever. Yeah.
So during that game, you also maybe had some areas that didn't go quite well for you. I noticed you got caught in the top lane once. What was your initial game plan there? Because you were pushing a little bit forward into their side of the map at that point.
Um, yeah, I mean, I kind of just wanted to start a fight any way that I can, honestly, because I had QSS and versus Lysandra Skorner, it's really hard to actually kill me. And we have 3 globals. We have Galio, Nocturne, and Talia. So any fight we take, we're all just going to be there way faster. So I didn't expect to get jumped on because I W'd the bush and it didn't see Lysandra. And then he ulted me, and then Skarner chased. And I actually couldn't hear the Skarner Predator. Like, I remember Dennis said it, but I couldn't even hear it. I don't know. There was something weird with the sounds today. But yeah, any sort of fight is good for me up there. And I was just pushing so deep. We had so much control that we should be fighting. And I like fighting.
Did the pick between the combination of Skarner and Thresh throw you guys off? They managed to get two at least plays where they got the Skarner ulti and then the Thresh lantern off. Was this a surprise that you guys were thinking maybe wouldn't play out as well as they managed to get it to go?
We definitely knew that the combo existed when they picked it. We're like, oh, they do have Skarner Thresh. You just get ripped all the way back, and they usually pull you into turret. So we kind of thought about it a little bit, and that might have made us buy QSSs faster than normal, because I bought mine right after I finished my Blade of the Rune King, and I didn't want to get pulled that far, and I can play way more aggressive. So it's a good combo, and no one's really played it that much recently, just because Skarner hasn't been good, but they buffed him by moving the Spire into the jungle a little bit differently. So he can actually clear way better, which just makes him a better champion.
There was a point in the game where I was like, oh my god, you guys have won this. You were pushing down. You just destroyed the 2 Nexus tower turrets. Who was the call that made it to back off? Because at that point I was like, end it, end it, end it, come on.
It just got a little awkward because the Sandra's really good at clearing, and then Aatrox had ult, and I don't remember if I think there was one more live. No, I think someone just spawned, but yeah, it was a little awkward because you had to kill both the turrets, and we don't have amazing turret killers, so I ended up just trying to kill Liz, which I got her, but then I was low. Everyone else was taking damage. I don't know from what, but yeah, it was just like a team call. We're like, all right, we can't end here. We need to run.
So more of a concise choice from the team together than rather one person being pushing for it to end in that moment.
Yeah, no one really saw us being able to end. I mean, we were definitely pushing for it, though.
So the synergy between the team, this split, do you think that it's been helped at all by, I assume Cloud9 have been pushing for you guys to have days off together where you all get outside of the house to do things, like you went to SpaceX. How many of these kind of things have you done? Was SpaceX the only one, and do you like them?
I can't recall every time. I mean, we've done some sponsor stuff together, which isn't necessarily us just hanging out, but we do end up hanging out. It hasn't happened that much this split. I know for sure in Korea we were chilling a lot, and then I think after we got back we went go-karting once.
Yeah.
So it's I would say it's a pretty rare occasion that we actually just hang out as a team to do some like event. We usually just talk and chill together in the room, but yeah, I mean it's fun. I think it helps a little bit just getting to know each other better. There's no bad blood between any of our teammates, which if there was in any team, like you would have to fix that immediately. Just make them like each other in some way.
I also know that you guys are doing a kind of competition between you all for ranked, and I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about it and how you are going with where the standings are and a bit of that stuff?
Um, so I mean, they didn't exactly say what the reward is. I mean, they're kind of talking about it, and they were talking about the reward before we had any BMW cars, but I don't know. They're kind of mentioning like you might be able to drive the C9 BMW like as your car if you get like actually rank one, and then I don't know if someone gets to take it over if they get rank one after, but yeah, there. I think that's a reward, and maybe it's not, and maybe you just get like some sort of clothing accessory, something cool just to keep. Um, but yeah, my ranking, I was at like 400 LP, and then Riot announced they're gonna reset ranked. So I don't even know if anyone's gonna get it before that. It's gotten a little awkward. I'm losing some LP, a little down in the rankings, but I think Dennis was the highest, and then Niski, Grayson. Oh, actually, I think Eric may have been second. So, yeah, I'm not at the top, but we're getting there. We're working on it.
Yeah, that was my next question actually. I'm like, how is this ranked reset going to affect this competition? Is it like, because you guys are coming into playoffs, is it going to affect your like team practice? Are you guys going to be focused on this little competition that you guys have between yourselves, or like, yeah, how is the ranked reset going to be affecting this?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too serious of a competition, anyways, because everyone wants to climb regardless of the reward.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to prove to yourself that you're a really good player. And I mean, I think the ranked reset blows, even if, I don't know, like, there must have been a different way to fix it, because it feels like there's an entire month where everyone's going to be playing solo queue, like, literally everyone, and you just don't really feel like it means much, so people just lead games more, they don't care, I don't know if there's more trolling, but yeah, it doesn't feel as serious before they announce the ranked reset.
All right, and lastly, I wanted to touch base on your streaming, and I recently saw that you made a tweet that you're having some tech issues. Do you think that you're going to fix that real quick, or because I see you stream a lot, is it a big importance to you? Like, how bad is it? What's the damage?
Yeah, so I can stream on one PC, but if you are streaming on one PC, your frame rate is going to be so much lower just because OBS takes up a ton. Um, so yeah, I recommend getting two PCs if you're going to stream out there. If you're going for the high frames, because yeah, that's my problem. My streaming PC, the one that takes the load of OBS, I think the SSD died, but I have to diagnose it more. So I guess I'll stream. I'm just going to be playing at low frames, which is really sad for my eyes. Yeah, hope to fix it. Hope I can fix it by today, actually, because I want to stream.
I also noticed that you have put out a tweet saying, hey, which cosplay am I going to do next on stream? I'm a cosplayer myself in the past, and I think that you've nailed some cosplays better than I probably could. Is this how you generally get your next upcoming cosplay, or how does that whole process go?
Um, so I guess the idea of like choosing a next one is kind of always just from Lynn and I. We just look through like if we have any ideas for what characters are cool or up and coming, that kind of thing. Then if it's actually able to be bought online, then we can go for it. But some of the outfits I think just look cool, so I go for those. That's been a lot of like the anime stuff that I've done. But yeah, then this one I haven't done a poll before for like letting people choose. But yeah, those were pretty much options that I thought were cool and that I thought other people would like. So I wasn't even sure with myself which one they would want.
Yeah.
Like if I had to guess, I would have said Akali would win, but 0-2 ended up winning. Because I actually did 3 polls. So I did one on Patreon, I did one on Twitch, and I did one on Twitter. And the Twitter one, 0-2 won at like 38%. On Twitch, Akali won at like 30%. And then on Patreon, the Mashu made won at like 48%. So I was like, how do I choose? And I was like, okay, I mean, I guess Twitter had the most people voting. So I'll probably go with that.
Right. This is the point where you're like, well, I may as well just do all, but I'll start with this one.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing a lot of the stream cosplays. I started with Dark Lux, and I did Pizza Siver, and I did Soraka. And then I was just in season, so I didn't have as much time. to do them. So those are like the last ones I did, which was last year, like June or something.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty long time ago. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably do some of them eventually. Maybe just for Patreon, maybe some on stream. It depends on like the interest, honestly. Like if people want more, then I can. So
I mean, from where I sit, it just seems like people want more. So you're kind of stuck doing that. With being involved in cosplaying, is there anything that stands out to you that you were like, wow, I never expected?
well, so I've told the story a little bit, like a few times. The first one was just like people joking about me wearing some like school outfit that they'd send to me, and then they ended up sending it to me because I got a PO box. And I didn't wear it for like I swear it was like 5 months, and then like Halloween came around, and they're like, "Where's your costume?" Because I wasn't wearing anything. I'm like, okay. So I ended up wearing it for that because I didn't really have anything else. So just from that one, like the reaction was pretty positive and insane. So I was like, okay, like I guess. And then I went to China for Worlds, and then the fan gave me like the main outfit there. I just wore it for some pictures on Twitter, and it was like tons of favorites, tons of likes, retweets, and I was like, okay, like seems people like this a lot. So I ended up planning something for Halloween when I got back. And it's like every time I did it, it just got more and more reaction. So I was like, okay, like I'll just keep going with it. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty much from that. I celebrated Halloween when I was younger, but I never did any like crossplay or anything. But yeah, it's been a fun road so far.
Yeah, definitely. I have always had a fantastic experience with cosplay because of the community, which is what you're probably receiving as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, huge fan. Keep doing them for sure. And that's, I guess, wrapping it up from me. Is there anything you want to say to anybody out there that's maybe watching or any of your fans?
Hello.
Nice. Well, there you go. You can now say hello straight back. Have no fear. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this interview. And this is coverage brought to you by Alienware. If you want to check out anything else that may be esports related, this is the perfect channel. Just click onto some other videos. Thanks.
Hey, thanks so much for watching that interview with me. Actually, that you might have noticed that wasn't me. I don't have that accent. But I am here at the Alienware Outpost in Austin. This is a streamer booth that is being used for a party later on. I can't tell you what it's happened, but it's kind of cool. Anyway, thanks so much to Alienware for bringing me out to South by Southwest. I hope you guys really enjoyed Fasffy's interviews throughout the course of this weekend. Maybe you can go hit her up. And again, shout out to Alienware because it's so cool that not only am I here, but also they helped support me being able to find somebody else who can, and cover this stuff and pay for the guy. It's great. You still get interviews even though I'm in Austin.